Hi everyone! At this time of pandemic, I know that you missed going outside doing adventures. So I recommend you to read this book entitled The Moonlight Boy by Angela Poppe. So this book is a trilogy series and can be found in Wattpad. This book revolves around a 9-year-old boy named Ferry Donovan along with his friends Matilda and Ben. The story took place in the town of Good Hearts. When Fairy turned 9 years old, her mother permitted him to attend school, and that was the very first time that the people of Good Hearts saw Fairy. Fairy is a peculiar kid. He has white hair, pale skin, and pointed ears. This is because Fairy is not a human boy, but he is a fairy boy. Fairy didn't know that he was a fairy boy because the moment that he was born, his guardians took him to the world of humans in the town of Good Hearts to conceal his identity. This is because a lot of evil fairies are after him. The reason why a lot of evil fairies are after him is because he is the last heir to the throne in their land, which is the land of the sun fairies called Agna. When Fairy found out his true identity, he was conflicted because he didn't want to leave his mother in the human world. And also, he didn't know anything about his land. When the evil fairies found Fairy's location, which is in Good Hearts, they owed to find him and kill him. But they didn't prevail because Fairy's guardian taught him how to use his powers. Also, the Spear of Justice and the Moon's Tears helped Fairy to conquer evil. In the end, Fairy stayed in the human world, but he promised his guardians that he will go to Acna once he truly learned how to use his powers. The book contains a lot of hilarious, exciting, mysterious, and heartbreaking moments, but my most favorite of all is this. Please allow me to read this. Today, we have a math test, and I'm not good in numbers. I just hope that it's not as hard as I thought it would be. When Ferry saw his test paper, he couldn't help but to laugh and said, "Boy, I wish the answers would just magically appear." So that is my favorite part because I am currently a student and I can relate to him because I also don't know how to do math because I'm not good in numbers. For those people who are looking for a nice book to read, I really recommend that you read this book because this book has taught me a lot of things, especially in terms of friendships, in life, and finding my true identity. This book is intended for children and adolescents, but it can also be read by adults, and its genre is fiction. I hope that you read this book and then let me know what you think about it. See you next time.